Yeah. It's Snap. Woo. Who you thought it was? Yeah. It's me, nigga. Yeah. A representative for the A-Town. Hey. Snap stack chips like she live in a Bellagio. I be in it laying on verandas or a bungalow. Catch me in Afghanistan till I witness Sunni. Catch me in Burundi with the tribe of Watusi. I be in kimonos with chopsticks and sushi. I be in Manolo.
Doing too much already. For some reason, life just doesn't want to work right for me today when I'm taping. But anyways, welcome back to the new episode of the Scott Freak Podcast. I'm your host, L. Scott himself. You see it on the screen. I want to tell y'all real quick, guys. Fuck y'all. I really do want to say that. I've been and I'm joking, but I've been trying to produce this video for hours now, and it's because the universe is telling me, you know what, L, you need to go ahead and do it the way you're supposed to do it. If it makes no sense, it makes no sense. If it's rhyme, it has rhyme. If it has no reason, it has no reason. But you really need to be yourself. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do is make a few adjustments. I always try to keep, first and foremost, try to keep enough of the screen so I can see if something fails, something like that. But we don't need to just be staring at the screen of myself. That just throws me off any fucking way. So with that being said, yeah, it says I have been trying to produce this thing for the longest of time. And when I tell you I'm tired, I filmed, I shot one yesterday and I put it up yesterday. It was about my thought, a few quick thoughts on immigration, and I looked horrible. So I did like the whole video on audio, and then I said to myself, you know what, you have to stop waiting for perfection to produce. You have to let your inspiration move you to produce. So meaning if you're in a good mood and you want to film something, but you look like a booger wolf like you do today, then go ahead and film it. So that's what I said yesterday, and I did it. And I looked at the playback, and I cringe every time I see it, right? So today I said, I can't make it to the barbershop yet. My head is a fucking mess. So just know, you're not going to get the hat and the shades every time. Trust me, I prefer letting this beautiful, face of mine shine, but let a brother get cleaned up first. It's the best I can do on short notice. Insight on my life. I haven't had a haircut in a month. My barber abruptly just jumped up and left and hit me with a text. Basically broke up with me. And I've been struggling ever since. So, I don't like to look busted. So trust me, I've been actually holding off on putting up videos as well, because I'm trying to make sure that I look presentable for you guys. So kiss my ass. That's what I say, fuck you. Okay? So but you take it easy. Take it or leave it. My confidence high, damn it. I know who the hell I am. Okay? So, but anyway, on today's episode of my thoughts, because that's what it's basically relegated down to right now. Let me give you a quick insight too before I get started on my thoughts. But the reason why so much is going on, this 300 radio as you see flashing on the screen.com. This is the network where everything we're producing, and I say we got a small team right now, but we need to get it to grow. But we're producing a morning show like right now, so no one can confuse. You see the Scott Free show, but we have a thing called the Scott Free Morning Show or the Scott Free Daily Morning Show. I forgot what we settled on, but you'll see it. And that's something we're producing. Matter of fact, I'll show you a quick snippet of. I think this is one of them, if I'm not sure. Yeah, so this is the screen we'll be doing here. Like I say, I'll be doing live interviews, things like this. I'll put it to you like this. Think of any morning show in the morning. Steve Harvey morning show, the Ricky Smiley show, Russ Parr. I used to grow up on Russ Parr. I don't know if he even still on the air or not. But people like that, it's in the guides of that show. But we're going to be doing a mixture of video and audio. And we're going to be doing it all online. So you'll be able to do it right from your phone. Excuse me, guys. I got to get my lips together. we're gonna do it right from your phone. You could be able to listen live right at 300.com. Also too, I am keep your fingers crossed. We'll be also streaming live to Instagram and TikTok at the same time simultaneously. I'm not even gonna fuck with Facebook anymore. I'm not trying to go through YouTube like that. The playbacks a lot of times will be at 300.com, 300radio.com, excuse me. Where you'll be able to get everything. Like we have a video show that we have that is amazing that you'll be able to see and everything. And there on 300radio.com, you'll be able to listen to all the music live, watch the videos with us. It's amazing shows. And what they are a lot of times, it's a lot of alternative R&B and soul, jazz, and all the music make you feel good, but it ain't commercialized. You may have heard some of it, you may not have heard some of it. So that's what you're going to be able to do. And you'll be able to do that in the morning. A lot of times, first hour, we're going to do a lot of videos during the commercial breaks, things like that. And you'll be able to do that live right on 300radio.com. But if you watch live on, if we do YouTube, we may. But if we do YouTube and Instagram or TikTok, you'll be able to watch it there too. But I'm going to show you what you're going to get there. This is what you're going to get the entire time.
Let's get into it.
Keep us locked on your radio dial.
Keep it locked.
What's up, y'all? This is Beyonce, and you listening to my station.
This is 300 Radio.
Unless you want to go through unless that's what you want to watch for probably 5 to 10 minutes, maybe shorter, maybe longer, I'm not exactly sure yet, then that's what it's going to be. So, okay, just letting you know. Also, too, wrestling podcast. Yes, wrestling fans out here. Wrestling podcast, the morning show, the Petty Professor podcast for the people who are into conspiracy theories. And these are not really conspiracy theories. These a lot of times are facts. But I wouldn't say conspiracy theories. I would call them more of hidden information. Okay. If you're into that, that's going to be the space for you. Like I said, we're going to have the B-side, which is about music's video show. We have the 300 music show, which basically is just like elevator music. Just come in, listen. You can clean up to the house. There's no videos. A lot of times we're going to do advertisements with that, but it's a nice little bop. You'll be able to bop to some of the off hours because this is a 300 universe, baby. This is 300 radio is a universe. We're going to cover everything. Sports media, everything. We're sports, entertainment, news, politics, everything. We're going to do everything in the most professional manner, period. And it starts here, man. It starts now. So like I said, my work that out is the reason why brother has not found someone to get this hair of his in order and this mane right here in order. Don't even get me started. But anyways, nobody cares about all that. Into the topic at hand. Let's dive right into what we're talking about today. What we're talking about is and I was going to run down this timeline of things Kamala Harris said from last night and from CNN, but I'm just going to play one clip and then we're going to move on from there. If we have anything to talk about further, then we will. If we don't, we don't, but I ain't sure. But so let's move on to that. Let's go see what we got going. Hey guys, you see that beautiful face on the screen? The one, yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. Look at him, he cute. Alright, so I'm just getting the audio and everything set up. So we're going to listen to what this woman has to say. Oh, before I get started, I always say this. I keep fucking this up, but today we just figured it out. Fair use, guys. Fair use. So we're going to have to run this fair use thing to let them know that this is not something we're trying to steal as intellectual information. This is just for commentary purposes. So hold on for a second, guys. I have to play this before we do anything.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
All right. So you got that fair use thing out of the way. I wanted to make sure we did that. Shout out to the fellow FBA brother, Afro Elite. Black American brothers out there doing the grassroots work. Big fan over here at the Scott Free Podcast. Just want to let you know, we grabbed that fair use from you. Hopefully, brother, that's okay. If it's not, definitely let me know. But I think you articulated it better than anyone else. And why break a wheel that ain't broken? All right. So with that being said, let's get into what this young lady, Miss Kamala Harris, has to say. Did my mic go out? I mean, my mouse. Let's hear what she had to say. Hold on. And then we're going to, like I said, we're going to give my conjecture on it.
Another issue, big one, is immigration. As Vice President, you were tasked with addressing the root causes of migration in southern countries and
Northern part of Central America.
the northern part
Yeah.
of Central America that affects the southern border of the U.S. During the Biden-Harris administration, there were record numbers of illegal border crossings. Why did the Biden-Harris administration wait 3.5 years to implement sweeping asylum restrictions?
But before she even goes, can I say this? It's like, I don't think the Democratic Party, like I see, like in my opinion, I said this in my other video about immigration, but I say it again. This is all a game. It's not real. They go decades ahead. They have already picked people to be in position to do things. The only thing I think that derails that is maybe somebody passes prematurely. But outside of that, they already know where they're going. So when they pick candidates like her, when like out of all people, when we get an influx and a flood of immigrants illegally, and she is the direct person in control of it, why would you pick her to be the person to run for office at this time? Because you got all that ammunition of anger and disgust and frustration that the American people are feeling because they're watching all these people flood the border and get handouts. And we can't get anything, and everything we're costing is triple and quadruple the price of what we're doing. It's like, they can't be serious. Excuse me. It's like with Joe Biden, like after Obama going into Trump, and then after Trump and all the stuff that swayed, and especially the way he upset all of every other group of people, immigrants to white America, he just offended everyone while he was in there. But then you think, why would you pick Joe Biden to be the person to run? If you honestly stop and think about it, the person who wrote the crime bill, and black people are now starting to get more politically astute, that doesn't even make sense to pick that person. It would be smarter to pick an unknown, like Obama snuck through because he was unknown. Not only was he, a cool brother who could smooth walk and talk and all that other good jazz, but that's why he snuck through. And see, we didn't know that he won't bout shit. We just thought he was going to be the man because of all of that. And then too, he, white people was even cool with him. That's how smooth he was. But this woman can barely even speak. Anyways, I digress. I had to say that. Let me keep going.
Well, first of all, the root causes work that I did as vice president, that I was asked to do by the president, has actually resulted in a number of benefits, including historic investments by American businesses in that region. The number of immigrants coming from that region has actually reduced since we began that work. But I will say.
But when did she start that work? See, we 3.5 years into a flood at the southern border. This should have been taken care of 3 years ago, but okay.
Say this, that Joe Biden and I and our administration worked with members of the United States Congress on an immigration issue that is very significant to the American people and to our security, which is the border. And through bipartisan work, including some of the most conservative members of the United States Congress, a bill was crafted, which we supported, which I support. And Donald Trump got word of this bill that would have contributed to securing our border. And because he believes that it would not have helped him politically, he told his folks in Congress, don't put it forward. He killed the bill.
What? Okay. All right. Okay, hold on one second. I had to come back on here for a second. Put pimp music back on. But listen. No, don't go that route. You can't push the blame onto the man's not even running for office at that time. He has no political power at that moment. You go with it. He told his homeboys not to do something for me. Is that where you going? But you want to play us in our face like we don't know that number one, the president has executive powers. He could sign an executive bill and say, fuck that, shut this bitch down. You want us to be stupid enough? Come on, man. Bad enough. You got your number two sitting here with you, and it looks like that makes you look weak. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It does make you look weak. And see, to me, I'm sorry. Being that already there are some chauvinistic men in this world, I can admit that there are some out here in this world. Being that there are some out here in this world, you're gonna have to stand on your square hard. I think Hillary she took the shit to the max when she started wearing them pantsuits, and then she lost all her femininity, and that's why nobody liked her. But you're gonna have to do something different. This looks soft when you do it. And then two, I think the only person who dodges questions more than she does, to be honest, is what's her name? Corinne Jean-Pierre or whatever her name is, the House rep chick. You know what I'm talking about, the lady from Haiti. That lady dodges questions way more. Now that's the only brother thing beats her. That lady has no questions directly. I mean, none directly. But that's just crazy. I don't know if she got anything else to say, but I'm gonna finish out. But it just was like, wow. I did not know. That that's what I started watching, but I didn't finish it. Well, goddamn. Okay, let's finish it here. His mouse giving me hell. Stop it.
A border security bill that would have put 1,500 more agents on the border. And let me tell you something, the Border Patrol endorsed the bill. And I'm sure in large part because they knew they were working around the clock, and 1,500 more agents would help them. That bill would have allowed us to increase seizures of fentanyl. Ask any community in America that has been devastated by fentanyl what passing that bill would have done to address their concern and a pain that they've experienced.
Wow. Okay. So let me no more going back. I'm done with her. I'm done with her over there. So let's do that. Let's leave it here. Let's say this. Let me say this. You know why I call bullshit? I call bullshit because if anybody remembers, and I wish I had this, I would cue it up now. But I wish I had this, but y'all remember that call that leaked from that group of black leaders? I don't know if it was the Black Caucus, NAACP, somebody, I can't remember. And that call, and they got that Zoom call with him and Joe Biden. He was basically telling them that the blacks were going to have to learn to work with, the I think it was the Mexicans or something at the time. He was letting us all know we were going to get flooded. Now, and that's one reason why I know you knew they were coming. So you saying that you tried to take this bill to do it, you caused it. Okay, you can't break something. Okay, you can't break something and then break something on purpose and then try to come back and be the solution for them. That's disingenuous and that's so fucked up. I'm just gonna be honest, and that's what's happening. The reason why another reason why we know that you wanted them to come. You sent out the bat signal. Boom, come in. Bring yourself in. You did. You brought yourself in. You know how I know this? When you put those set-asides economically by the billions for people when they get here, whether it's housing, EBT cards, just flat out cash, buying businesses now. I spoke about it yesterday about the lady that had the food truck, and they had the little immigrant guy basically saying that the government was going to fund him to purchase her business. So you now helping immigrants come in and start businesses when I've been in this country for years, my entire existence here. I am a black American man. And I'll be honest with you, I wasn't even allowed to get anything on. You know how I was able to get my first line of credit? I had to do the self thing where you basically you You basically take out a loan, but you pay for it. I had to do that simultaneously with getting those, I think, secured or unsecured, whichever one we had to pay for the credit card. I had to do that. I had to do the Experian boost where they could go into. I had to do all this different jazz just to be able to get. And I'm still to this day. The only thing I was able to get out of that was I was able to start renting apartments. That was it. But anything bigger than that, I still get denied. And my credit is getting better, but for some reason I don't have enough on there. But I digress. But my point is how is it that I can't get any of this, and I am an American citizen? These people are coming here. You don't know anything about them. You don't know if they're murderers, killers. You don't know if they're good people, mean people. And let's just be honest. Majority of the things that Americans do wrong, and I'm just going to speak about where I'm from. Majority of what Americans do wrong, especially black Americans, when we do wrong, it's economic based. You want to know how I know this? I think I said this yesterday as well. You ever notice how when entertainers get rich, they no longer commit crimes? They tell you about the crimes they used to commit. The people they knocked in the head before. The drug they sold before. It was before, not anymore. Why? Because I don't know. They go to the doctor now. When before they didn't. They get their teeth fixed. When they used to didn't get their teeth fixed. They brush their teeth now. You want to know why? Because they understand the importance of them now. Why? Because money changes all of this. So what I'm saying to you is this. We have to stop playing games, man. I think that's my point. I don't know, but I think we finished out that post for her. But hold on one second. I'm gonna take a quick break and fire up one real quick and come right back. Y'all don't leave me, okay, guys? Y'all stay there for a second. I'll be right back.
Let's get into it.
Keep us locked on your radio dial. Keep it locked.
What's up, y'all? This is Beyonce, and you listening to my station.
This is 300 Radio.
All right. So I'm back now, guys. I'm gonna switch this song up a bit because I want to talk to you guys about something. And honestly, I had no idea I was gonna go here until just a second ago. But I guess, like I said, since I'm talking my personal thoughts out loud, the best place to do it is here. So, but let's switch this music up first. Let's see. No, I know what I want to do. Let's switch that up. Let's go here. I think I want to do this. Or do I want to? Do I want to do this one? Let's see. Do I? Man. Yeah, you want to know what? I think that's perfect. And I can't believe I found it. But I'm going to tell you why. It's going to tie into what I want to talk about. Can I get personal with you guys for a minute? Personally, I have currently 2 daughters in college right now, right? And I have one that's out of college, and I have 2 currently in college right now. One's in grad school, and the other one is in undergrad. And my one that's in grad school, she's in and I hope she's not mad at me for talking about this, so y'all don't tell her. No, I'm talking about our personal business. But the one that's in grad school, she is battling with whether she wanted to stay in the program or master out. So let me explain to you guys what that means. She is doing a program to where in a few years, I think it takes 5 years, she will have her doctorate. And I won't put her personal business in a specific field. And she's 2 years into it. And recently, and they pay her, let me just say this too, they pay her to go to grad school. That's another thing. She gets paid to go to school. Whether you learn that shit, everybody talking about catching on college debt, but she got paid to go. And but she has an option right now. And what they have this thing is at this point in the program, if she wants to, she can call what is mastering out, and that's come down to a master's in the same field, but won't be a doctorate. She can't be a doctor in this field. And to me, basically a step down. And which is unfortunate, very much so. And she's been battling with that. Now, she brought it to me and her mother recently about that. And she came to us and she let us know that she was thinking about this. Now, a little backstory. We have, this child is different. She's special. This child is the type of child that when she came out the womb, we knew something was different about her. And when I mean that, she just was sharp as a tack, and she's been spot on. She's disciplined. She's been an amazing child to raise. I kid you not. And so when we heard her basically tell us that she wanted to potentially master out, because we couldn't understand it. Both of us lost the roof. No, not going for that. You'll thank us later. You'll regret it if you quit now. We'll get it as hard, get it as overwhelming, but you'll regret it later. And we went off the handle. And I'm going to tell you, as a parent, sometimes it's very hard to admit when you're wrong. So, but I had to come to a realization recently after having a long heart-to-heart conversation with her. And that's the reason why I want to talk to you guys about it. The reason is I wanted to tell you, sometimes just go talk to your kids. Even when they're adults now, because she's in her 20s, even though they're adults, go talk to them. You'll find out the way they think, especially the ones you just don't understand, right? You'll find out that they make a lot more sense if you just listen to them. And so what I mean is so what I did is that we sat down, we had a heart-to-heart, and she let me know that, we chose this path for her, right? Unless I don't want this music to affect the mood either, because this man didn't realize he was singing out here. Stop singing, brother. So, but she let us know, and she let me know, I'll say this much. She let me know that the reason why she wanted to potentially master out was because she was tired. She had been working for years. And let me give you a little backdrop on this little genius of mine. She graduated high school at 16 with a full scholarship to a private institution, full ride. So take that, after she graduated that, fast forward into this, she bypassed her master's all the way into a graduate program. The girl has no student loan debt. It's amazing what she's been able to accomplish. So I'm very proud. So I guess you understand why it was very hard for us to take, and hard for me why it was to hear this little genius of mine who's going to go conquer the world to tell me she's basically tapping out. And that's how I looked at it. She's quitting. And then I realized, no, that doesn't mean she's quitting. It just, after talking to me, and I'll tell you what she said to me. And like I said, now that I'm not divulging anything I wouldn't say to her out loud, but she let me know when she went off to college, we kind of gave her a path, because she didn't have one. She admitted, I don't have a path. And you guys kind of gave me a path, and I kind of went with it because, I didn't have one to myself. And then she admitted to me that when she went off to school, she never really tried a lot of different things. She kind of just did the path. And then in the process of that, she found a section of that path that was interesting to her. Now, of course, everybody has that thing that's interesting, but doesn't mean you want to do it for life. Like for me, I've always been good at selling things. I could sell water to a thirsty motherfucker easily, right? No, even better, I can sell water to a motherfucker who ain't thirsty. That was corny, but you get what I'm saying. But I don't want to do it for a living anymore. I did that shit for years and hated it, I'm good at a lot of different things. Well, let me stop putting on my personality. But yes, there's a lot of things like this. So I understand where she was coming from. And so my thoughts was, I didn't like that. So But after explaining it, that's where I'm at. I lost my spot there. So, but after explaining it to me, she basically let me know, you know, after spending 2.5 years by herself, because she lives out of state by herself. You know, that's a dope thing too. The girl got her own place, paying for it. This shit was dope as fuck. I'm proud of it. I'm telling everybody. But the side note of it is, like I said, the end of it, I think she just showed me, and she was like, I'm just burnt. I've been doing this for years. I've been doubling up. The girl graduated high school early. She did like 3 years in 1 year. And she don't want to do it anymore. And I get it. I totally understand it. She don't want to do it anymore. And she was like, so I want to try a different path. And I had to come to terms with that. Even though this is not something I want for her, it's her life and I can't control it. But one thing I won't do, and I told her this too, is that I support a plan. So just make a plan. Always have a plan. Plan can always change. I have no issues with your plan changing. But make a plan. I had to learn that the hard way. You always need to have a plan. Yeah, so I guess with the end of it all, or what I just want others to understand is, like I said, it's I want you to talk to your kids, man, because I understand her better now. I'm just as optimistic about her future if she finishes this program or she doesn't finish this program. I just know that I love her. I want her to succeed. I don't want her to fall to the same pitfalls that I did. So if I can help her over those, I will. I always told her, regardless, I'm never going to be quiet about the ones I know she's going to fall victim to. If I see you ready to fall victim to something, I'm not. Nope. I'm going to always be vocal. I'm never going to eat my tongue when it comes to that. But I'm also not. I'm here to. I'm the gardener. She's the flower. And as the gardener, I'm not trying to force her to grow the way that I want her to grow. I want her to grow in the way that she's supposed to grow. My job is just to nurture and to water her. So, but that's my thoughts on that one. I just want to jump on here real quick, and hopefully I can stay consistent with this. But like I said again, I hope everybody stay tuned, man. I'm so excited for what we got coming. It's gonna be a really big deal coming, man. I promise you. I'm so excited. These morning shows are gonna be off the chain. I think I was talking about it yesterday. If I didn't, I'm gonna talk about it again. Man, that morning show, I'm so excited for. Get up with me, man. Get your robes ready. We can have us some tea together with our robes on. We're gonna have us a play. We're gonna do this right from right here. I want you to come home with me and let's do this together. I'm gonna say, welcome everybody, come home. Welcome 300 family. Oh, I think the storm's ready to happen. Let me get out of here for this video fuck up. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for listening. Hit the subscribe button. You see it in the corner over here. Let me see which way am I going. Boop. There you go. You see it right there. Hit that button. Hit that junk. Hit the subscribe, that like, that share, that comment if you're on YouTube. If you're on 300radio.com, remember, come back. We're going to do a lot more on there than anywhere else. I'll let you know when that's live, but that's when the network is completely up. We're going to, also, we're going to be on Roku. We're going to be on the Fire Stick. You're going to be at any way you can get those smart TVs. You're going to be able to get 300 the universe. That's where you're going to be able to get everything. I just want to represent the culture. I just want to represent for my people. And I'm out of here. Be blessed. Be blessed. Be loved. And also be free. Holla at you next time. Peace. Whoa. Before you leave this podcast.